such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw here on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Line away out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story and goes a long way on the side of the ball.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that in the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and we kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you that we're not just your little recruiting system and your farm team, Jesse. We're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading. They're bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football.
Makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get it up to 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the gutters of this place trying to help their defense. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feel this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he's sacked. Put down to stop this drive. Third point, that deep to your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. Runners showing press. They want to be physical here. He finds his man. They've got it down to a 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback drive on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and the way he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Chester.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense. And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some
Off he goes! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Sims. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Leaves it with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of the real Marcus Dupree.
And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. One thing they always have, offensive success.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Ready, break. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And they'll push that one down a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Hard running there. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. When you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete, now you've set up third and long, and now they're set up to fail.
Back to throw, it's Sims. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, just keeps firing. Gets it out quickly. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He'll come out throwing on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. Listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Sims. They're bringing heat. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball, when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Call timeouts. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're reading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel right because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back cat-like quickness?
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jet sweep to the receiver. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Can't get him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds with just one thing he needed to get the ball back.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. Not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Fights off the defender. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Sooners want to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They get to the line quickly. Off the boot, looking for his man. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll keep it himself. Oh! They got him free for a big gain to the 43. The Sooners have their offense in high gear.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the...
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I'll break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that one.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right.
He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in on the left side. He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
Speed this offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run, lead from the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun to give, looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's John. And he's going to be just short of the first down. He's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Quick with the spin move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos are flying down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, the offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Working that left side now. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. What a day it's been on the ground track and going 2-1.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it back from inside the 5, and the returner goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got his man quickly. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick release on the RPO. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. He breaks the tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you're getting back to this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame and try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it's stands.
Announcement received. Downfield. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play.
42, spot.
He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Catch in the middle. It's Acho. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Makes his connection. Oh, look out. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down behind the first goal at the 6. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive. The offense, a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal.
Reload.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. About to kick it off after punching it for a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Boise State has it back on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeking if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. Well, I can throw it to him and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
After 45 on his way. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions.
Touchdown Broncos! What a catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meet coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
He's going to run it. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and let them play another down.
And that goes down as a completion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space,
Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.